chief facilitator for today. Since today is World Environment Day, we thought why not add another lens to it and look at women's health and adolescent health as part of that. We have this inclusive sort of workshop, at least in our experience of both, like irrespective of age and gender. So we have somebody as young as, how old are you? 17 and, okay, and as old as people in their 30s and 40s.
So the idea of sustainable menstruation is to try and use as much as eco-friendly products as we can, because we know there are alternatives, at least now. And we want more and more women to know about this, and men who know about this to go and tell women that there are these options that are available. These are a better version of what women used before. They used to just use cloth, folded it up and put it in the underwear. But what they now have is neatly stitched absorbent material like flannel. And then they have a layer of cotton on top. And below they have a layer called PUL, which makes it leak-free. The trade-off is very little when you use a little bit of plastic as opposed to so much of it in form of disposables. That comes with press buttons, it is economical and does not create any burning emissions.
Have you seen the the recent bags that are coming, the net type bags? It's the same material what is being used to make a sanitary pad or a tampon, which is an industrial waste and is no good for anything.
I went home and I told my mom about it, and she gave me a pad. She just told me everything about it, and then suddenly the whole night I was crying because I didn't want it and I was so scared.
And I was one of those kids who was very curious, so I read up on it and I knew what to do. So I got my first period and I put it on the pad for myself and I was fine, it was all good. I did tell my mom though, and then she went and told my nana, which was kind of embarrassing when you're like 12 or 13.
I was brought up outside India, so we used to get calls from my paternal house saying, oh, your sister grew up, and I had no idea what this meant to me. My mom wouldn't be at home and I had to pass the message, and I would be sitting and puzzling around, what the hell does this mean?
I went to the bathroom and I saw a little bit of red, and by this I had watched commercials with the blue ink, so I thought I was like, look at it, and I was like, oh, it's not blue yet.
This entire stigma, for example, you go out and you want to buy pads, and then there are other people and then they just like freak out at times, that happens a lot, and that's something that I'm against.
Something like this was just not discussed at home. So it's only when you go out, you have girlfriends and stuff, and then you realize, oh my god, it's like, it's just something that hits you and you're like, what happened? Why didn't I know about this before?
This is a totally new concept for me because I have never used these kind of things and stuff, so I learned a lot, and I've learned a lot about menstruation for that matter, because I never knew it had so much science behind it. I just knew I had to, okay, the basic stuff.
इसमें हमको ये ऐसा देखने को मिला कि इसमें इको फ्रेंडली और हेल्थी और इकोनॉमी इस तरीके का नैपकिन कैसा अपने बना सकते हैं, खुद कैसे बना सकते हैं और इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, उसके बारे में हमको जानकारी मिली.
Oh, men should be involved. Why should they not be involved? Men are equally a part of women's lives as much as anything, and it's just about being aware. I think that's the idea. Just try to be more aware of problems about what the women face too, and how you could help, no matter how small or how large you want to do.
It was a great workshop. Even though I thought I've read a lot about this and kept myself informed, there was so much I learned. Even in the whole biology aspect of everything, the lovely yoga poses and things like that. So it was definitely really informative, and the fact that it was not restricted to only women and men were also there. The fact that they found it clueless that they never knew about it until they had a girlfriend or moved into college. So
their taboos and stories also made a lot of sense.